Hello, hello, my lovely Ligas. Alright. Putting Cho'Gath in the jungle. Apparently he's supposed to be pretty powerful these days. We're actually facing a Nunu in the jungle. So that'll be interesting. Problematic, more like it. Tanks might not be fun. You can choose your camp to have fun with, but when it comes to camps that help your teammates win, that is always the way to go. Multiplayer. Alright, so no funny business from the from Mr. Nunu. Grab that. Gonna pull this over so we can get eyes on Nunu. .410. There we go. Alright, so Zed and the Veigar. Veigar will win late game. But Zed will earn, or he's gotta win the early game. That's pretty much how that matchup goes. Alright, no Nunu steals. So surprising. Alright, 430. Okay, we're gonna grab Scuttles down here and maybe make a move on Veigar. We're just gonna leave. Not sure what Morgana was doing there. Okay. Once Lux, Blue, Flash, you, Morgana, should have gone back. This was an easy mistake to make. All right. Please respect the enemy. Please respect the enemy team. Okay, they're going. Morgana is not even like. Yep. Hopefully we can pull it together, but a Lux and that bot lane is gonna be really tough. Okay, so Zed. So far we should be winning in a lot of areas where we're not. I'm gonna try to steal some of the stuff. Alright, it might be kind of risky to do this, but I'm a little desperate right now. Alright, paid off. Zed is now absentee. Okay, now he's back. Okay. Jayce said that he was pretty good top. It actually took him quite a long time to go top, or actually get that kill. Hopefully I don't run into Nunu. Okay. I'm gonna eat one of the small wolves. Or I'll eat the big wolf. What am I talking about? Okay. Okay, there's Nunu. Can't attempt to get I can't attempt to get that. Gonna get balmy. Oh no, I'm not gonna get a second ball. No, no, no. Silly, silly. Alright, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna go this way because they're all there. It's safe to assume that this is gone. We're not gonna bother with it. We can try to get a kill off on Yasuo. That might be best. Might not be expecting. So as soon as Yasuo shows, I'm gonna head towards this bush, just in case he has it warded. Come on, Yasuo. Dork. Ugh. Okay. Nice work. Dead, my man. Nice, hey. Alright, does that mean I invade? Yeah, why not? Dangerous because, see you later, buddy. That's why it's dangerous. Because I can just run into anyone over there. But thank goodness he used his dodge. Or he used his move ability towards me. So he can... So I know exactly where he's gonna be. Alright, so we're moving. Moving! Alright, let's see. So we're gonna get some boots. So that action, head on out. Lux might be baiting. Okay, that's gone. Yeah, hey, alright, nice dude. I'm gonna check, Yep. Too bad we can't consume this. Alright! Zed secured us a, Zed secured us a dragon. However, the top lane is in pretty bad shape. Okay, that's good. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so that was a fairly good tempo swing. I like that. So Nunu knows when my blue is gonna... I'm gonna try to... Okay. Okay. gathering some stuff. Now we're gonna go top to prevent Yasuo from... Nice that the blasting plant is over here. Alright. Alright. We're gonna get this guy up here. Forward. Oh, he went too far. I think he probably got caught in a Nunu ult. Vigar can't take towers very quickly, so... Not going to... harass him. Right, that's unfortunate. Alright. How silly of Nunu to do that. So we're gonna go this side. Nunu's ward should still be on. And Suma's coming up. Okay, right, they got away with it, my... My ward provided ample time. See what I can do. Alright, I can't do much. Follow up. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention to Zed. I guess if he was low, that's fine. So the difference between an idiot and me is about 5 seconds, apparently, when people were mentioning I should go that way. Alright, I'm gonna go help Jayce. He could get some major towers. I don't think it would be something that they'd expect. Alright. Okay. Jayce is a little upset, but I think that was great. I think that was great. Great results for that. Okay. Looking for 1,000 damage. Alright. Let's see if we can provide a little support here. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna take the blasting plant over. I will just leave. Yeah, we can recall. I think there's an item we can get. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's yeah. Stone plate, always a great item. So we don't know where anyone is. Since Jayce is kind of trying to push, we should push. Alright, just get out long enough so Zed can take no damage. Guess we have to get out because of the Nunu. Jayce is doing pretty good though. Alright, we gotta leave though. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting out. Yum, 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 yum. The red is about to be up. We should be making plays around Baron now. Lux is by herself. Be able to defend this quite well. I'm gonna head back because I shouldn't be on this side of the map. Be on the right side, on the important side of the map. Upgrade some items. Nice. Whoa! Holy shnikey. Yeah. Thank you for that. I would like to get Baron. But our ADC is currently deceased. Ah, looks like Nunu is gonna be dead, I guess. Ooh, there we go. There we go, finally. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, take that, Yasuo. Aw, couldn't get him. Is that it? Is that the game? Oh, the greed factor. If only I could have... You see, I have the capacity to deal with a guy like this. And if you can too, you'll be able to win. A lot of times, like, games are only, like, they're won by, whether you can deal with an opponent or not. And what I mean by deal is like, okay, they're dead. Oh, he got out. I'm gonna take all my pots here. I'm gonna do a whole lot of damage to this thing. Right. Now we're gonna push mid. Because it seems I'm not good for anything else. Okay, let's play the safe game here. Okay. Oh man. That stinks. Alright, that's fine. So we got 3 inhibs. And I'm just the whipping boy here. So a lot of times, if you can take what your allies are dishing, like harassment, then you can win a game. But here's the question, like, should you punish your allies for being like harassing even when you're winning? If you're losing, you certainly do if you're losing, you're gonna certainly I couldn't eat it. So Jayce is kind of all alone there. The correct thing to do is separate. Just kind of keep buffing our minions. It's the strategic thing to do. There we go. That's the end of the game. Oh, I got 50 gold! 50 gold! That's nice. Okay. So we took some harassment from Jayce. We will give... we'll give friendly, because we weren't really making any plays there. They were just kind of getting solo kills. Who knows if we were really helping at all. But Jayce will get reported, sadly. Let's see, what probably offensive language, harassment, griefing? Isn't griefing the same thing? Okay. Not having. He wasn't intentionally feeding, so it's not so bad. Okay. This ally uh was not cooperative, but we won. No. This ally was not we won, but that shouldn't justify his actions. I was gonna do like exclamation mark, but no, it's over the top. Okay. Now, here you go. So, allies or enemies, it doesn't matter. Anytime when anyone is acting inappropriately, you have to, I mean, you should report them for it. Now, like, Riot can't employ so many people. Riot can't employ a ton of people to do that. So they implemented a system, kind of like an honor system. Now, I'll admit, I played pretty sucky that game. I might be like on a losing streak or something, but regardless, you shouldn't treat people like that. Essentially, what happens is if you let that go, you yourself are going to say, that's okay, right? We won, that's okay. So what are you going to do as a result? Anytime that you punish someone else's actions, you always think about your own. Like, if I'm punishing somebody, then what's going to happen to me if I act out? So it's also like a double prong effect for me to not act out against laners. I don't believe I said anything to Jayce or acted in a way that would be negative towards Jayce. In respect that goes beyond like game mechanics and decisions. So I don't. I think I acted appropriately. But anyway, enough of that. So we're basically going Cho'Gath all tank. 215 to Nunu's 136. What was going on with that? What's going on with this Nunu? Nunu should have been stealing my jungle, doing all sorts of stuff, and warding and stuff. Now, their bot lane was ahead, or they seemed like they were ahead. They seemed like they were doing a pretty good job in the beginning. Lux flashed. Morgana did not. Morgana thought I would continue chasing, but I'm like, I'm not going to make the greedy play. Like, I'll make the calculated play, and I'll take a flash. Hey, take a flash! But that's what you want to do, like, statistically. You don't want to be in a situation where you're always making the desperate plays. If I took her flash, she was gone. I'm not going to flash for her. If she doesn't have her flash, that means that she has a possibility of being dead later on. In fact, her not having her flash could have allowed our bot lane some leniency. And that's, a flash is almost as good as a kill. You can think of it like that. A kill, you're going to pop back on the map, but a flash, that takes about 2 minutes, minutes and a half to come back up. And it's a really powerful way to get out of a situation or secure a situation. So as far as itemization is concerned, Zed carried this game. But I don't think I was able to influence the game enough to where Zed was carrying the game. But there were some things that I did just kind of not thinking about it. When I was bot lane, and Lux was down there, I didn't bother to chase Lux. I just, killed that one wave and got out. Afterwards, Lux came back. Now, that was on her to do that. That is a mistake on her, and Zed got the kill. Now, imagine if I did things differently. If I went after Lux, did a little damage, didn't kill her. I have a low, like, the low possibility that I have to kill Lux just so down here because of my mobility. It's not there. Like, as soon as Zed was down there, he popped his Youmuu's to get the speed up. He has follow up. He has gap closers. He's got an ultimate. He's got so many things that can kill Lux. All he has to do is avoid a bind, and he's good. And even then, he could probably catch up and kill her. So you could say that actions prior, sort of like setting things up, just according to how I play statistically. Oh, but it was a good match as far as my teammates. The Jayce kind of blew up, but you gotta ignore that. You gotta think, for the team, for the win, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. And you're gonna get players that aren't playing well and they're shooting their mouth off. But you gotta, like, I remember the Draven a couple of games ago that was just making so many mistakes and just doing it so brazenly. Like, look at me, guys. I'm making mistakes. I'm so out of position. It's ridiculous. We could have took that fight, and I mean, we could have won that game. But I couldn't formulate a plan soon enough. I actually figured out how we could have won that game. And so in the future, hopefully I'll be in a situation where it's just back and forth, and then we get like or a situation where we're behind, and then we ace their team, and then we get like a Baron or inhibitor or something. What you have to do at that point, and what I think was the most effective thing to do in that situation, is two things. You gotta surprise them and kill 2 people to really lock it in. But how you kill those 2 people is you gotta group up. You gotta try to communicate to your team, especially at this elo, what you want to do. Apply misdirection. So if you're gonna hide, which is the method you have to do, you want to walk away from when the enemy has vision. You want to walk away in the opposite direction. Meaning, if you want to go red side, you act like you're walking towards blue side. If you want to go blue side, you act like you're walking to red side. When you think you're far enough from minions and bases and whatever, hopefully no wards spot you. You walk to the opposite side, the side that you were feigning to walk towards. Hide in a bush, and hopefully get 2 people. That way, you can just charge back. You can do what you want. You can get a Baron. Hopefully end the game. That would be... yeah, ending the game at that point would be dynamite. But yeah. In the future, I hope to put this theory into application. Wouldn't that be an awesome thing? Because probably a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so let's do a little itemization. You've got Jayce with just the powerful, the Dusk Blade. Oh, he's just killing people left and right. Youmuu's, he's got a Guardian Angel. This guy does tons of damage. And so does Zed. He's even got Mortal Reminder to deal with Nunu. Amazing. They got ahead because of several of the mistakes that the enemy was making. I don't know why the Lux came up so far out. Didn't you think that we were still in the area or we would take care of her? And she doesn't clear waves very quick. So what are you doing, Lux? How are you gonna get out of that situation? You're gonna burn your flash? Waste your flash. All right. So the enemy was just making a lot of mistakes. Nunu was down in farm. Alright, so let's talk about itemization. I'm just going pure tank. That's how I roll with Cho'Gath. I mean, you can go AP, but it's a little more dangerous as far as if you want to win or if you want to be risky. Why be risky when you can win? These guys are the two. I'm not gonna call Jayce a carry. It's because he kind of went overboard there. He took, there was pressure brought on him away from the rest of the map, but there's nothing that we could have done to do anything on the map, pretty much. So he was just going down there to face, to 1v5 people, and he wasn't doing too well later in the game. Now Zed had a little more composure. He didn't go so deep as you know, you can be a good player, then suddenly you keep going into their base, and then you're down one person when we need that person, or you're getting a, if you give the enemy a shutdown, you know, that's lots of gold spread out. Zed really controlled himself. Jayce does have more farm, but his deaths did not help the enemy team that much. Our bot lane, as far as KDA is concerned, went maybe average or something. And especially compared to like Lucian, he had those early kills and that got him ahead a bit. But they kept up in farm. Lucian kept in farm. Okay. Items, damage, lots of damage. Fine. They're ADs. She's got items that kind of sustain rather than burst. Rapid fire cannon will add a little burst. So she was dependent on Morgana to save her butt. And it looks like Morgana had a Gaius of the Legion and a Locket of the Iron Solaris. So she kind of made an error in her itemization here. She got 2 of these. So yeah. Itemization error has been found. Veigar just couldn't get rolling very quickly. He doesn't have a really big burst, but maybe you don't need a lot of burst for Zed. I'm not sure. More like Anomicon. I bet Zed will be able to survive with a Black Cleaver with that extra 400 health. And Zanya's. So this itemization is not that great, but at the same token, like really, Veigar needs to get late game. Otherwise, it's difficult. And Zed knew that, and thank goodness. So he took advantage. He did what you need to do with Zed early on. The Yasuo actually got a Thorn Mail. I'm not sure if yeah, this is not, even the new Thorn Mail doesn't help Yasuo. I mean, it'll help his survivability, but it's probably better that he gets something like a Bloodthirster. But maybe he was having a real rough game or whatever the case. Because he's got a Black Cleaver that's going to shred armor. Anyway, so Yasuo is getting a defensive item. So if you're getting a defensive item, you want to make plays that are team-based instead of solo. Because he's not going to be able to solo Jayce. Not with that build. So he would have to tank a little bit, maybe dip out, get out for a moment, and then get back in with abilities. But usually Yasuo just wants to keep going. So this is kind of a detraction from him, and he might have lost a fight or important fights because he didn't go for a damage item there. Or a sustained damage item like a Bloodthirster. Lux doesn't have any big power points here. She's got some damage. She's got cooldown reduction, so she'll put her shields up and whatnot. So that's probably alright. Eye of the Watchers, so she can get vision on people, and she's got some health, so that'll aid her in some survivability, but not against these guys. So that's fine, but it's just not, if our team was paying attention to this build, like, she is not going to kill anybody, because also Lux wants those damage items so she can use her ultimate and other things to make a Game-changing move. Game-changing play. The Nunu quality item. Frozen Heart. Is Frozen Heart really necessary? I don't think it is. Because for the most part, these guys are burst damage and they're ability based. And our Xayah, you know, she's really not where all the damage is coming from. I would have gone for a stone plate, gargoyle stone plate, or yeah, I think that would have been it. I would have gone for a gargoyle stone plate. This is just not that effective because these guys don't rely on they're going to use auto attacks, but they're going to rely on their abilities to kill you, not over and over auto attacks like Xayah. She just wasn't like a big damage target. And then Lucian finally, he's got I believe the Rune King and Rapid Fire Cannon, including a Black Cleaver. So he is one item ahead of our Xayah, but that's because of the early damage that he caused. This is a good item. This allows for some burst. This allows for sustainability. However, I think a lot of Lucians go for this anyway, so you get it kind of regardless. This is only effective versus me, really, because I'm the only one with a lot of health. It'll be kind of effective towards Morg, but even though he's got it, even though Lucians usually get this, it's not that effective versus our team, and a lot of times I wasn't even there. Sad to say. But Black Cleaver will help with armor. Again, where is the armor? Where's the armor coming from? Morgana? So it's interesting. It's items that he should have. And it's a good build, but they're just not that effective against our guys. Alright. So this is fine, but it's just not that effective. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that win. I will see you guys later. Take it easy. Hey-o.